I'm like fully aware that me recording this is not going to be seen until I get home because I am finalizing my move to Granada. So right now I'm back in Los Palacios as we're speaking, and I'm well, the movers actually just picked up all the stuff, and then it's gonna wait in a storage, and then they're gonna bring it tomorrow, and then we're gonna meet them there at the new place. Uh, Sorry, my hair is like, why do I care? It's fine. I had it up the whole day because it's been so hot, so now it's just like I while I was letting the movers do their thing, because I wouldn't want to have my big boned body blocking their way. So I let the big tough man do their thing and get all that and get all this stuff. But while I was waiting, a video came on my suggested page, and it was a video that, oh my gosh, like thinking about it right now is like actually making me tear up. Um, it was a video that I really think I needed to see it in that moment because it was a push. And I love the pueblo noises. I'm sorry. I'm like me getting emotional here, and then some like trumpet. But it was this video, and it was just talking about how, and I think why it connected with me so much is because she used a vocabulary and a language that I've been self-identifying with, and trying to, as an affirmation, really just to just seep into my brain. And she said, "You, the creator, you." Like she like broke the fourth wall, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I need to listen. And when she said that, I like remembered how in the first video I made, I said I wanted to be a creator. I want to create, and I'm like hearing this voice in my head right now that's being like, "Just shut up, just shut up." And in that video, she called that voice out. She talked about that voice, and she said you need to find, and you need, or if you don't have it, make and create that voice that counteracts the voice that just brings you down and tells you no. The voice that aligns with the external and the outside world. That voice that just says you're going way in over your head. That's too much. Why are you doing that? No one wants to see that. And she was saying you need to treat your, I don't want to say I guess you could say, yeah, success as inevitable. It is inevitable. You are your beliefs. You as a person, your beliefs make you. So if you believe that you're not going to make it, that what you're doing is a waste of time, it is. It is. Because that's the power you have as a creator. And I think that's insane. Once you break that, because you can say it, you can hear it however many times you want, but when you really sit with it and understand the power of what that is, that you are a creator, you make your reality, and your beliefs create the world around you and create you, it's shattering. It's world breaking, I feel. I really, 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 really needed to hear that, because it can. There are waves. There are waves of creativity. There are waves of positivity. There are waves of negativity, and I want to learn how to surf those waves instead of just being overcome by them and just being taken by it, or being pulled and ripped by the current. Like I need no. It's important to learn how to surf and master those waves. I'm like feeling a hair on my. Okay, yeah, it wasn't hair. I was like, I swear to God, if this is a bug. But just man, I hate feeling trapped. I hate feeling trapped. Like I don't know if I'm claustrophobic. I mean, I'm in a small space right now, but no, I have a window in front of me. I have a door. I think it'd freak me out more if a window wasn't here, and if the door I'm looking at wasn't open. But I hate feeling trapped, and I think just everything in my life right now, I, I've been in that feeling of trapped, and I'm getting out of it, especially in the environment that I'm going in now. I'm getting out of it. I'm breaking cycles, but it's still really, 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 really easy to feel that, to feel trapped, and because it's trapped because of also not just because of things internally, but because of external factors, things that are even bigger than me. It's like for example, when I think of, and I'm allowed to bring it up, but it really goes into everything. When I think of capitalism and I think of just the world we live in, I feel trapped. I feel like, what the fuck? Like, this is where I am. This is where I have to be. I have these anxieties, let's say that come from money, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. That's not true. There's always something I can do. Another thing she mentioned in that video that I was watching was that it's do not fall in to the victimhood, because it's really easy to fall into it. But I think it's easy to fall into it because it's easy to obviously feel bad for yourself, and it's and when you see everything that's going on with your life, like you know what's going on with your life. So, and you have all the details, you know all the reasons why. So it is easy to find the victimhood. But it's even better when you can separate yourself from that and learn to be courageous and learn to say no. I'm not going to accept that. Nope. But it's hard. But it's so worth it. Victimhood's cheap. It's so cheap. I mean, people, you can be a victim. You can be a victim to a lot of things. But I mean in the sense of you making yourself a victim. I don't want to take away. I was like, I'm like, let me add a little side note to that. Victims are real. There are racial victims. There are sexually assaulted victims. There are victims of financial abuse. The world with capitalism. However, there was a moment that you can be courageous, and there's a moment that you can choose to say no. You can choose to be stubborn and be like, no, not accepting it. And I don't think that I've necessarily gone into the victimhood route, but it has been tempting. It is so tempting. But it's good when you talk out loud like this to realize that victimhood is a dead end street. It's a dead end street. It ain't even a cul-de-sac. Shit is just dead end. It is just a detour. Kim Petras, I love you. Listen to Detour. Shit, oh my gosh. There's an explosion of artistry right now, and I just think it's really interesting that the best art, objectively, of course, the best art comes in the most horrid times. And I think that says a lot about our human spirit. That says a lot about our human spirit. Because we are all creators. We all are creators. We do have a little bit of brilliance in all of us. And that's what she was saying. And I was like, oh, she had a British accent, and I was just eating. Usually I get annoyed, but she must be from somewhere else in the United Kingdom. I don't know the differences between the accents, the Welsh, the London, the two places I know. I swear I am good at geography. I really am. I love maps. It's just in Gringolandia, I have a hard time. I have a hard time sitting down and listening. I can't. I'm sorry. But there has been a creative explosion right now, and I I'm a part of it. I am a part of it. I'm not gonna say I want to be a part of it. No, I am. I invited myself. I invited myself. I already do that. People know I do that. I invite myself to parties, bitch. I don't care. I'm showing up. I'm here. I'm already here. And no, I didn't bring shit. I'm just kidding. I brought a lot. Inevitable. That's the word that has been ringing through my ears, and that's the word that I think and inevitable I is different from destiny. Inevitable is different from destiny because destiny is makes me feel trapped. Even when destiny can be said and used for a good thing, and people I'm sure would say inevitable and destiny can be used interchangeably or in the same realm, but destiny makes me feel trapped because destiny, you're not the you are not the captain of your own ship. As we're the masters of our own fate. Yeah. We're the captains of our... But for real, destiny makes me feel trapped. Inevitable, there's a little more wiggle room with inevitable because what is inevitable? I feel like you decide what's inevitable. Destiny, I love Destiny's Child. I do. All the iterations that they went through. But Destiny? Mm-mm. I don't know if I believe in destiny, but I do think some things are inevitable, especially when the human mind and the human soul determines that. Then I think that's really powerful. I think that's even stronger than destiny. This was... I really needed this. I really, really needed this. I'm... It's hard, or it's easy. It's easy to feel like nothing's happening and to feel like still water and stagnant. But with that feeling of inevitability, it's like an underlying I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like, no, keep going. You know your worth. I know my worth. I don't need the external validation. And thank God I have a good self-esteem to help me with that, a good head on my shoulders to help me with that, because a lot of people don't. And a lot of people first have to go through the finding themselves, finding the self-esteem. And not to say that I have found myself. Oh, I'm still finding, I'm still discovering. But I know a little bit about myself. And that can take me somewhere. I know a little bit of who I am, and that is I have a little bit of brilliance that I want to share. I don't know why I got like I'm getting so emotional. It's like when I talk to myself like this, I I see little Gabi, little me, and I just want to be like a good role model to my younger self, and because I know he felt trapped a lot. So, and I look and I still hear that voice just telling me like stop your alligator tears, stop your such a drama queen, and you know what? That's not my voice. That's my dad's. That's not me. That's not me. I want to be that that light at the end of the tunnel for me that says you are not gonna feel that way forever. You're not gonna feel trapped forever. You're not. You're gonna get out. Okay. I think that's all I needed to say today. I think I got it off my chest. I'm gonna go let myself cry and cry ugly. I'm not ready yet to do that in front of a camera. Maybe one day. But yeah. All right. Happy Pride Month.